My sister moved in and convinced my boyfriend I was cheating. I made her expose herself as a manipulative homewrecker. I'd been dating Jake for 2 years, and we just moved in together. Found this great 2-bedroom apartment downtown, close to both our jobs. We turned the second bedroom into a home office since we both worked remote twice a week. Life was perfect. We cooked dinner together every night, had game nights with friends on Fridays, and were even talking about getting a dog. We'd just bought this expensive coffee machine together and were planning a trip to Portland. Everything was amazing until my younger sister Megan lost her job and needed a place to crash for a few weeks. Jake was totally cool with it because he's literally the nicest guy ever. Set up the pull-out couch, cleared some closet space, even bought her favorite coffee creamer. He gave her a spare key and told her to make herself at home. Big mistake. First few days were fine. Megan was grateful, helped with dishes, kept to herself mostly. She'd thank us constantly for letting her stay. Said she'd be out as soon as she got her first paycheck from whatever job she found. Then Jake's friend Kyle came over to watch a game. The second Megan saw Kyle, her whole personality changed. She went from pajamas to full makeup in 10 minutes and spent the entire game practically sitting on Kyle's lap, laughing at every single thing he said, touching his arm constantly. Then Kyle mentioned that Jake just got promoted to regional manager at his company with a massive pay raise. That's when Megan decided she deserved my life. The next morning, she started small. Asked Jake why I came home so late from work yesterday. I hadn't. I got home at 5:30 like always, and Jake knew this. She said she must have mixed up the days. Then she'd mention how tired I looked in the mornings, wondering out loud if I was staying up texting someone. She'd joke about how I was always on my phone when Jake wasn't looking. Made comments about how I smiled while texting. Jake laughed it off at first, but I could see her planting seeds. Then Megan got bolder. She started doing my laundry without asking and accidentally left a men's watch in my jacket pocket for Jake to find. It was our dad's watch that she stole from his house when she visited him last week. Jake asked me about it confused. I called my dad right there, put him on speaker. He confirmed Megan took it. She acted shocked and said dad must be confused. Then she tried leaving cologne on my work clothes. Jake doesn't wear cologne, so she thought she was being clever. I recognized it immediately as the sample she grabbed from the mall when we went shopping the week before. Jake thought it was weird but trusted me. She started making breakfast for Jake every morning while I was getting ready. Would mention how she noticed I'd been working late a lot recently, how my work clothes seemed fancier lately. Was I trying to impress someone? She'd say all this while serving Jake his favorite breakfast. Then came the Friday I had to work late on a project. Legitimate quarterly reports due Monday. Megan told Jake she saw me at a restaurant with some guy at lunch. Described him perfectly. Tall, blonde, blue eyes, expensive suit. My coworker Brett, who's gay and married with 2 kids. Jake actually called Brett to check. Brett's husband thought the whole thing was hilarious and invited us to dinner that weekend to laugh about it. That's when Jake realized Megan was trying to break us up. He came to me that night pissed. We compared notes on all her little lies. The watch, the cologne, the fake sightings, the comments about my phone usage, even how she'd been deleting texts from my mom on my phone so I'd look like I was hiding something when mom called asking why I wasn't responding. We decided to let her think she was winning. Jake started acting distant with me when Megan was around. I'd pretend to hide my phone when she walked in the room. We'd stage whispered arguments behind closed doors about trust while she pressed her ear against the door. Once Jake pretended to sleep on the couch and she actually came out to comfort him at 2 a.m. in lingerie. Megan was eating it up. She started comforting Jake, rubbing his shoulders, bringing him special dinners, cooking elaborate meals just for him while giving me leftovers. She even told him she'd always had feelings for him but would never act on it while he was with me. Said she noticed him first when we started dating, but I swooped in. That she knew they were meant to be together. Jake almost threw up but kept his face neutral. She actually said I didn't deserve him and she could treat him better. That I was selfish for working so much. That she'd never neglect him as I did. Jake told Megan he was ready to leave me and asked her to meet him at a hotel bar to discuss their future together. But she couldn't believe what happened next. Full story on channel. Link below.